Okay, so you're an employee and you have no life other than your job. This is what you have to accept when you get your first job, when you get any job. And you have to basically accept that. Well, I'd say we shouldn't have to accept it because it's not fair. I mean, on average your first job is 16 years old, right? And your head is you don't have to ask your parents for any money. You don't have to wait for a certain time to get a certain thing you want. You have the money to do it now. So you're just going to go and you're going to do it. That's what comes to my head. But it's like once you get this job, first job, second, 15th, doesn't matter. It's like your employer automatically assumes that you're all about that company. You're not about anything else. I mean, you once had a family before this job, and now that you have this job, fuck them. My job is my family now. That is so wrong in every sense of the word. Here's a question. How come some employers, give you the whole, we support school thing, and, school is number one, and it's top priority, and, everybody needs some form of education to have a better life and all this other junk. But the minute you get in school, or the minute you have to go back to school, it's like either they're complaining because you're not here often, they're complaining because you're not available enough, or they just take the short road and fire your ass for having a certain kind of schedule. Perfect example, I used to work at this fast food place, and they're all about, school and sponsors, they have sponsors for school and sponsors for scholarships and la 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 la. But the minute I got accepted to school, I gave them my school schedule. I gave them my school schedule a month before I'm supposed to start school. So they know, beforehand. I got fired from that job because I didn't show up for one of my work days, because instead of going to work, I went to a study hall with a study group and studied. Where's the logic in that, people? You're firing me because I went to school. Don't worry, I'll wait. Time's up. What kind of sense is that? It makes none. How could you tell me you're firing me because I went to school? It's a freaking school. Never mind the fact I gave them my schedule. I gave them my study hall schedule. And he still scheduled me for that day. I was working in that place from 4 o'clock in the afternoon till 2 o'clock, to have to get up at 5:30 to get myself ready to take an hour-long train ride to get to school before 8 o'clock so the professor won't slam the door in my face. Did I stay up for some of them classes? No. I was like a drunk person, in and out of sleep, and first reality and dreamland was just merging with one, and I couldn't differentiate. And then I'd get out of school at about 1 o'clock, take that hour-long train ride again to go back to work at 4 o'clock in the afternoon till 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, how does that make any kind of sense? Yes, I know, before, anybody says it, you're supposed to be able to, balance things. Listen, if you give me the idea that, the school schedule that I have can be worked around my work schedule, I don't want to hear a damn thing about you saying, oh, well, you were supposed to be here at work and you decided to go to school and, you didn't call any. I wasn't supposed to call you. You wasn't supposed to have me on for that day. But that is another story and another argument and another headache that I really don't want to get back into. Basically, what I don't understand is, why is it that employers feel that you basically work for them and go home and then come back to work and then go home and then come back to work? It makes no sense. Like, what is the point of that? Why do you believe such a thing? As if I'm not supposed to have a day off. As if I don't have family at home. As if I don't have a, significant other to go to, or anything for that matter. It doesn't matter what I have. I could have a dog. I don't care. My days off, I would love to spend with my dog instead of having to be here basically every day of my life. How is that me having a life? Since when does getting a job mean your life is over? That makes no sense. Like, it's called days off for a reason. Days off. Not work 6 days straight and then that one special day that you just want to sit down and, eat something and eat whatever you want and whatever. Just have the best day ever, and then you get that phone call. Yeah, you got the option of, not picking up the phone, but you know how employers are. You don't pick up the phone, they'll call your cell phone. You don't pick up your cell phone, they'll call your house phone. You don't pick up your house phone, sometimes these people will go into your emergency contact list and call your emergency contact. If I ain't pick up my house phone or my cell phone, I don't want to be bothered. Don't call me for shit. Leave me the fuck alone. Period. But they don't do that, and they don't understand that. Because there's a job that needs to be done, and the customer comes first, and this, that, and the third, and the customer doesn't care about me whether I have my job or not. The customer just wants me to give them their random service so they can get on with whatever bullshit life that they have. They don't care about the people behind the counter or behind the register or anywhere for that matter. They don't give two shits, and we know this. Sometimes I try my best not to be an aggravating customer. Just 'cause I know the feeling. I know the feeling of sitting behind that register and having to deal with an asshole in front of me. That again is another story and another headache I really don't want to get into right now. But pretty much, I just don't understand that. You can't be one way and then want things another way. That's kind of being a hypocrite, and it doesn't make any sense. But then again, this is the bum-ass world we fucking live in. And there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. As a matter of fact, there's only one thing we can do about it. Create a business of our own. That's the only way we'll truly, truly be happy. To truly enjoy a day off. To truly say that I am so well connected with my family that they can never say I was never there for anything ever. That's the only way out. That's the only way out of this endless circle. And if anybody does happen to go into business, don't be like the asshole managers that you got hired from. Change it up. If they have a day off, leave them the fuck alone. If you got a person constantly calling out and shit, and you still hiring them, there's something wrong with you. Seriously. There's no possible way how this person is scheduled to work 5 days a week. They only show up one day, call out the last 4 days, and you're still paying them the same amount you're paying me. But the minute I miss one day, I'm getting written up, possibly suspended, getting pulled in the office by a general manager, by a bum-ass assistant manager, and the rookie training to be an assistant manager. No. Let's break the cycle. Come up with some kind of idea to create some form of service just to end this stupid loop. Because, to be honest, we'll never be free if we don't. We will never ever be free of the idiots that just walk around and call themselves employers. Never.